Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us today for our session of Stronger Together, focusing on businesses helping businesses in downtown Marietta. My name is Christy Thomas, and I am the Executive Director of Marietta Main Street. Before we go ahead and kick things off, I'd like to just share a few notes. First, this session is being recorded and will be made available for review after our meeting. You may choose to keep your video on or off during the session. I do ask that everyone mute their microphone before and after any questions. A presentation will be shown courtesy of our speaker once we get started. Second, I encourage those who are present to ask questions during the session. You can either raise your hand using the raise hand button on the bottom of your screen, or you can type a question into the chat box. Third, this program is put forward by Marietta Main Street thanks to the efforts of our Economic Vitality Committee. If you're interested in joining that committee or any of our 7 other committees, simply reach out and let me know. Now for today's session, The Power of Community in Health and Wellness, presented by Rachel Burnham. Rachel is the co-owner of Rockstar Wellness, LLC, along with her husband, Scott. She is a group fitness instructor certified by the American Council on Exercise and the Athletics and Fitness Association of America. She is also an ACE certified fitness nutrition specialist and is a wellness coach certified through Precision Nutrition. Rachel began her journey as a fitness instructor in 2014 when she became a licensed tap and burn instructor, which combined her love of dance with fitness. Shortly after, she became a Pound Pro and is now a member of Pound Icon Master Trainer team. As Rachel's love of group exercise continued to grow, she began branching out to more formats. She's also licensed to teach Generation Pound for ages 5 through 12, VeraFlow, AMPD Resistance, Kettlebell, AMPD, Kettlebell AMPD Unplugged, Pilates, Floor Bar by VeraFlow, High Fitness, High-Low Fitness, Spinning, Extreme Hip Hop, and Rumble. Rachel's passion for wellness and creating a community through group exercise was the inspiration for Rockstar Wellness. She loves helping people find joy through movement and encouraging others to be their best in class and in life. I'm very excited to hear what Rachel has to share with us today. So without further ado, thank you so much for being with us, Rachel, and I will send this over to you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Christy. I'm excited to share with everyone today. This session might be a bit different than some of the others in the series, but I do think there's great value in talking about health and wellness, especially from a business owner perspective. A lot of times, our self-care is important to what we do in the self-care of our employees. And I think we can get really creative when it comes to supporting health and wellness, not only in our businesses, but also in the community as a whole. So today, I want to start out by just giving you a little introduction to what our business is. Rockstar Wellness, we're located at 225 2nd Street in Marietta, Ohio. We opened in January 2020, which was for everyone a really challenging year, especially a challenging year to open a business. And I think we saw, especially in the past year, how strong the Marietta community is, and how strong our community involving our fitness family was as well, and how that really helped us survive 2020 and stay in business for another year. We have 3 studio spaces, and we primarily focus on group exercise, which is where I'm going to focus most of my time today as far as talking about the benefits of health and wellness. But we also have personal training and nutrition coaching, which we also find to be critical when it comes to talking about our overall wellness. So today, I want to start by helping us discover the benefits that exercise, specifically group exercise or exercising with a group, can have not only on the body, but also the benefits for the mind and the social benefits as well. I'd like to discuss the importance of wellness as a business owner, not just for overall health and wellness, but for our stress level and keeping our minds strong and keeping us stress-free during difficult times, especially. And then end by learning more about how we can have a positive impact on the wellness of our teams and how we can create strong teams through a focus on health and wellness. I know as small businesses, we may not have that luxury of having corporate wellness programs, but there are things that we can do as business owners to foster that health and wellness experience for our employees, and making sure that they are getting what they need as far as health and wellness goes. So let's dive right in to the benefits. I love this quotation by Helen Keller: "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." And I think that's especially true, and we see that in group exercise all of the time. Together we're much stronger, and whether it is anything, I feel like togetherness and supporting one another is so important, not just in group exercise, but outside of that as well. So benefits of group exercise, starting with the mind. We normally focus primarily on the body when we think about health and wellness. So often health and wellness is viewed as that individual journey, but I do think that there's great benefit in exercise as a group. Specifically for the mind though, boosting your motivation. I feel like it's harder to skip out on your exercise routine when you know that there's someone there waiting for you to come. It just helps to just boost that overall motivation to wake up, get your workout in, and to get it done every single day. Strategic distraction is one of my favorite parts of group exercise specifically, and why I chose that avenue of health and wellness as opposed to things like personal training. There's that level of distraction. I don't enjoy working out on my own. I tried it for years. I did have a desk job for about 2 years before I transitioned my career out of accounting and into the fitness realm. And I cheated so much when I was working out from home by myself. I find that I would get bored. I would do it full out. So I definitely find that group exercise is beneficial in that aspect. But I also find that I just love the distraction of a group exercise class. Whether it is pounds, where we use drumsticks and we make lots of noise and you completely forget that you're even working out. Zumba or other dance fitness classes where you're just in a giant dance party with lots of your friends and you don't even realize the workout's happening. There are so many opportunities to just distract yourself from that workout and totally focus on the fun instead, which is why I love group exercise. Boosting confidence. Exercise in general can help you boost your confidence. I see people walk in all the time, and just watching that confidence just grow over time is probably the most rewarding experience of what I do at Rockstar Wellness. My favorite story is a woman that walked in last January, first group exercise experience ever. She stood in the back row. You could tell she was very, very nervous, wasn't sure what to expect, had been brought by a friend, and didn't really understand what the class that she was taking was in the first place. And wasn't extremely comfortable in an exercise environment anyways, but came because her friends wanted her to come, that motivation factor. And over time, watching her transition from that back row participant to a front row participant, it was just an incredible experience to watch that confidence grow. And that confidence continued as she walked out of the room as well. She would walk out just holding her head up high and knowing that she accomplished that. And it's such a cool thing to see. She's now actually an instructor for us. And I'm so proud of everything that she's done. But just watching her confidence grow over time has been incredible. And I love that journey. It's just amazing to see people take that journey and that confidence grow, and it can expand outside of the group exercise studio or the workout environment into other aspects of our lives as well. And of course, releasing hormones. Serotonin decreases our symptoms of depression and hostility, which is good. Dopamine improves mood and long-term memory. And noradrenaline increases our alertness, sharpens focus, and enhances memory, which are all things that are important to our daily lives, especially as business owners. So moving on, we're going to talk next about how exercise, specifically group exercise, can benefit the body. I love this quotation as well. When I is replaced by we, even illness becomes wellness. Again, just focusing on how we are so much stronger as a team, as a group, rather than trying to accomplish these things on our own. benefits of group exercise specifically, some of these obviously are benefits of all exercise, but again, my expertise lies in group exercise, which is where I will be focusing primarily. Combating negative health conditions and diseases. I think we all pretty much know that, that exercise is good for us and it helps us combat some of these negative things that can occur in our health. Diversifying your workout. So what I love as well about the group exercise experience is that there's so much opportunity to change the workout up, and it gives you an opportunity to try different things, challenge your body in different ways in every single class that you're taking. Really just whether you're focusing on flexibility or strength or cardio in a different way, or adding a component like a step where you're stepping up and down and working different muscles in your legs. It's a great way to diversify that workout experience. And then again, challenging yourself. When you're in a group exercise class, if you've got someone exercising next to you and they're working really, really hard, you're probably pretty likely to continue to challenge yourself to that next level as well. It's great motivation to see others around you really crushing goals in class, and can really help you to challenge yourself and push your limits as well. And then finally, we'll talk about the social benefits of group exercise or exercise in general. But I love this quotation as well, and we have this one actually hanging in our facility. Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life. One of my favorite parts about the group exercise experience here, besides watching people's confidence grow and watching that their lives transform, is seeing new relationships form and watch people meet new participants coming in. I can't tell you the number of friendships and bonds that have formed in group exercise classes between people that probably wouldn't have met each other in other aspects of their lives at all. I find that when we stand next to someone in a group exercise class, all of a sudden we have a common goal and we feel more connected and interconnected with the others around us, which we don't get when we work out on our own. It creates that strong bond and community. Last year when we were closed for lockdown, we would have just sessions where we would get on Zoom and talk with other people in our fitness family. Before and after class, it was so awesome just to get to see other people's faces on Zoom. And that community and bond was such a special thing, especially when we were alone most of the time. I think that that benefit of the community, having someone cheering you on, even when you're home by yourself working out with Zoom in your living room, is such a benefit of group exercise. And it, again, inspires a sense of confidence that can carry over into your life, relationships, and careers. So that confidence that you build in a class can definitely continue with you when you walk out the door. You feel good, you accomplished something, you're ready to conquer anything else that is thrown at you the rest of the day. So next, I want to talk about wellness and business ownership. And I struggle with this as well. Self-care is a huge thing. By taking care of myself, I have so much more to offer the world than I do when I'm running on empty. That quotation really speaks to me. I know that 2020 has been a challenging year. A lot of times we just go and go and go and not really thinking about what we need and how we can rejuvenate ourselves. I find that those benefits that I receive from exercise and exercising, not just in the classes that I teach, but in taking other people's classes, really help me to be the best version of myself in every aspect of my role as an owner. Really helps me stay grounded in what I'm doing, gives me all of those hormones that we talked about, those feel-good hormones that give you that extra boost of confidence and energy, and sharpen your decision-making and your focus, and give you that renewed energy to attack the day. I know a lot of times when you're working long hours as an owner, it can seem tedious and like you don't have enough time to devote an hour of that day to something for yourself. But it is so, so very important to focus on that self-care. That self-care also includes other things besides fitness, although fitness is very important, but it includes your nutrition, your sleep habits, your stress reduction, hydration. All of those things play a very key role in our role as leaders in our community, and just can help us, stay focused on what's important, offer as much as we can to the community, and keep ourselves strong in our everyday roles. So I do encourage you, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Self-care is so extremely important. I struggle with it myself. It's something that I work on daily as well. But I do encourage you to take the time to reflect on your wellness, reflect on what you can do to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and then offering everything that you possibly can to the community, and to creating a positive impact on our world. I love quotations, as you can tell. For a community to be whole and healthy, it must be based on people's love and concern for each other. I find that a lot of times in small business especially, it's difficult to have any sort of corporate wellness program. Obviously, the word corporate speaks for itself, usually for larger businesses, but that doesn't mean there aren't things that we can do to support our employees' wellness as well. Some benefits of supporting your employees' wellness is the reduction of stress in their lives, enhancing employee engagement, increasing productivity, which is so helpful, and then creating a camaraderie in that team environment. When you create that team environment, you are making sure that everyone is working to that common goal to the best of their ability. You're sharpening your employees' focus, increasing their productivity. They're feeling more engaged in their job. They're more in tune with your why as a business owner. And I think that having that care and concern for our employees and their overall well-being is very important. It shows a deeper level of care, and shows that we want what's best for them as well. But in turn, that does help your business overall by, enhancing their roles as employees in your business, and increasing that productivity, and just an overall culture that is very positive and inviting for your customers as well. But you may be wondering, how can I do that? It doesn't have to be complicated. That's the good news. So even if we don't have something available to us like a corporate wellness program, there are definitely things that you can do. You can organize outdoor, especially since we're getting ready for summer, organize an outdoor activity, something to do outside of your business's hours for your employees that is active. You could organize a kayaking trip. You could organize just a hike, a walk around town to check out some other businesses. Just supporting that movement is important. One of our participants here, she has really come a long ways with her overall wellness, and she sees the importance of hydration. So she has water bottles for every single one of the people that work in her office that have time markers on them, and they're all challenged to complete that water bottle by the end of the workday, which is an awesome way to just make sure that your employees are being taken care of, that they are focusing on their own self-care as well. I worked for a company for a while where we had daily stretch breaks. So we had a seated desk job, and every day at 2 p.m., we had a stretch leader. It gave us a chance to stand up, stretch our legs, move around a bit with some dynamic stretches rather than some static stretching, where we got to move and have a little bit of team bonding time as well, where we got to chat a little bit as we were moving through the stretches. And we were required to take 10 minutes to complete that section of stretches and movement for the day. It was a great way to break up the day a bit, give us rest for not only our bodies and give us some movement to feel rejuvenated, but to get some blood pumping and get our minds refocused and reset as well, so that we could really be productive for the remainder of the workday. The other thing that you can do, which we have done before, we've hosted private groups. If you're interested in the group exercise experience, you can book a private class or come to a class as a group and experience that camaraderie that happens in that group exercise environment for yourselves as well. There are so many opportunities when it comes to creating some type of wellness program for your employees. You can do challenges. Sometimes all we need is a little bit of competition to get us excited about working towards our goals. So having a competition to see who can meet their step goal every day, or eat how many ever vegetables you want to set per day. There are so many things that you can do. It's all about being creative and just making sure that we are supporting one another in that wellness journey together. By being leaders in our community, and supporting our employees' wellness, as well as focusing on our own wellness, we're just helping to create a healthier community overall. So I find that although this is a bit different than some of the other topics, it is equally as important and can have great benefits for just the mentality of your teams, how they work together, making them feel more interconnected with one another by doing things outside of work as well, or just having that time to move and work towards a common goal during the workday as well. And we'd love to connect with you. If you have any questions or you want to talk more about what you can do to support either your own wellness and fitness or that of your employees, I'd be happy to brainstorm ideas. All of our contact information is on the screen, and be totally happy to chat more about that with anyone that's interested in creating some type of a program or initiative to help just better the overall wellness of your team. I really do find that fitness is such a great way to create that camaraderie and that team spirit, and just make your employees feel better overall, and give them that stress release that they need, and help them to become more positive impacts on our community. So with that, if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you so much, Rachel. I absolutely adored that. I thought that was an awesome presentation. And I'm going to talk to you after we're done here.
Okay.
But yes, thank you for you all for tuning in. I'm sure Rachel is more than happy to address any questions at any point in time. So please do reach out and consider how Rockstar Wellness might be able to benefit you and your small business downtown for sure. Next month on May 18th, we will be joined by Sarah Rosenstock, co-owner of Just a Jar Design Press and of the Merida College Fine Arts Department. She'll be leading a discussion on branding your business. So please make sure to join us then. And I think that's it. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. And thank you so much, Rachel.